This flower pattern is a game changer. Why? It's bold, it's eye-catching, and it's super fun to make. If you want to learn how, then keep on watching to see how it's done. Lately, I've been obsessed with flower patterns. Spring is here, Easter is here, and flowers can really brighten up any space and also how you feel. So why not add it into our macrame projects too? I have spent weeks on weeks experimenting with flower patterns, especially with this daisy knot pattern, and have come up with a beautiful daisy knot pattern with beads in a keychain that you can make. And yes, absolutely anyone can make this pattern by following along in this tutorial because it is easy to learn and it doesn't require a lot of time. If you're feeling ready, let's jump right in. And here are the materials and supplies I've used for this pattern along with the cord lengths you will need. I'll be using 3-ply cords for this particular pattern because they are nice and sturdy, and also because of the nice vibrant colors from this cord line. When you want a little bit more structure with your knots, I prefer using 3-ply, and this is what we're going to use. This is a 3-ply cord from our rainbow cord line. We will be using buttermilk and our sage green colors. You will also need 3 large hole beads. I'm using some fairly large beads at about 2 centimeters in diameter with a large hole. The hole itself is approximately 8 millimeters in diameter, so it should fit 2 strands of 4 millimeter cord easily. And then you will need a swivel lobster clasp or a key ring. If you're interested in any of the materials I've used within this tutorial, I'll have them linked in the video description below and also tagged below as well. I'll be using this cork macrame board to make this pattern, but tape and a stable surface like a desk is sufficient. So I'll be taking our color number 1 cord at 100 centimeters long, and I'll be making a lark's head knot onto the bottom of the lobster clasp. And we will be using the back side of this knot, so the reverse lark's head knot side, for the front side of the pattern. So now, to start on our first daisy pattern, we're going to overlap the 2 cords here, and then taking your 2 strands of 150 centimeter long color number 2 cords, we're going to attach them to the bottom 2 anchor cords here that are overlapped with reverse lark's head knots. Before you make the reverse lark's head knots, we're just going to measure one side to 40 centimeters first. Hold that part there. Make sure that the shorter 40 centimeter cord ends are in the middle. So I just flipped them so that the inner 2 cords now are the shorter cord ends, and then the outer 2 cords are the longer cord ends. So the middle here is the shorter 40 centimeter long ends, outer cords are the longer ends. So now we can, based on this positioning, attach them onto the bottom anchor cords with reverse lark's head knots. Once done, pull on the anchor cords to tighten all the way to the top. Now taking the right cord in the middle as a working cord Make 3 consecutive vertical lark's head knots onto the far right anchor cord. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the left side for 3 vertical lark's head knots with the second cord from the left as the working cord. Now with the middle 2 cords, we're going to thread the bead through. Then we're going to overlap the anchor cords and then take that far right working cord for a half hitch knot on the right, and then the far left cord for a half hitch knot on the left. Then take the middle right cord for a half hitch knot to the right, middle left cord for a half hitch knot to the left, and now we can pull on the anchor cords to tighten everything up, pulling on the vertical cords as well. And now we have completed our very first daisy pattern, and all we have to do is repeat this pattern 2 more times below. So color number 1 is always going to be the anchor cord throughout this pattern. Take the right cord underneath as a working cord for 3 consecutive vertical lark's head knots, and then repeat the same thing on the left side. Finish off the left side and then also thread the bead in the middle to finish off this daisy pattern. Repeat for 1 more daisy pattern underneath. Once you're done, we can gather the cord ends at the bottom, and then with the 50 centimeter long color number 1 cord, make a gathering knot at the bottom. Cut off the excess cord ends and then trim the cords at the bottom. Make sure to pull on the anchor cords underneath so that there are no scrunched up cords. You have just learned a very versatile knot pattern with the daisy knot pattern incorporating beads. Not only is it versatile in that you can incorporate different colors into this pattern to make it uniquely yours, but you can include beads and exclude beads if you'd like. It is also important to know the vertical lark side knot well, since it's a useful knot you can use to create new macrame knot patterns. As a beginner, I always recommend starting off small, so a keychain pattern like this one is the perfect way to go. And then as you progress on, you can then try out more difficult and larger projects. If you are interested in enhancing your macrame skill set sooner, we do go over that in more detail over on the Bochiknot macrame community on Patreon. For more details, head on over to patreon.com/Bochiknot. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give this video a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button to stay tuned to our latest videos. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.